Over the past decade in woke Hollywood, we've seen this massive push for diversity and representation at all costs, regardless of whether or not that person's actually the best one for the role, or even if they're qualified. We simply want to make sure that we check these boxes off. And even at the Golden Globes, where you see several minorities get big-time wins in different categories, that's still not enough because the award show is still just too white for the activist media or people within woke Hollywood. But they have made it crystal clear that with all this stuff out there about respect and diversity and blah, 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 there's one group of people that you are more than free to take shots at any time you want. And that, of course, is white people. And the way we saw it last night, in addition to a multitude of different jokes and things that were throughout the entire presentation, one of the big ones that's gone viral is regarding Simu Liu. You know, Marvel's Shang-Chi, Simu Liu, the guy who tried to call out basically all of the entertainment industry, including people like Quentin Tarantino and Scorsese, for it just being way too white. Even specifically calling out Quentin Tarantino and Scorsese after they criticized Marvel films for basically saying, your movies are just way too white. Marvel's pushing things forward. Marvel's making sure that they're diverse. Man, it's worked out really well for the MCU, hasn't it? But regardless, this was the moment that people were talking about. At the Golden Globes, Simu Liu and Issa Rae joke about playing white people roles. And let's just say it didn't exactly go over well.
Good evening, everyone. Issa and I recently had the privilege of playing Barbie and Ken in the Barbie movie, which is pretty impactful for people who look like us.
Yeah, we may not have been what first popped up in people's minds when they thought of Barbie or Ken, but that's changed. And we're hoping to continue to push the boundaries of the roles we can play.
By that, of course, we mean white people roles.
Oh my God, I'd love to play white people roles.
No, me too. White people roles are the best. I mean, an alcoholic, divorced, single father fighting for custody.
Oh yeah, an alcoholic housewife whose husband's affair drives her deeper into alcohol.
How about this? An alcoholic school teacher who must put their love of alcohol aside to inspire their class of inner-city youths. White people roles.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, here are the nominees for Best Television Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture Made.
And this was all to introduce limited series, anthology series, or made-for-TV movie. That's what this was about. Now, let's not get it twisted. If we want to open up and say it's acceptable to make these stereotype jokes based on people's race, man, I'm all for that. But you know damn well, what if somebody got up there talking about alcoholics? What if somebody got up there and talked about, I don't know, the fucking Killers of the Flower Moon movie and joked about alcoholism in the Native American community? Do you think that that would go over well? What if we talked about some of the problems in the black community? Would that have gone over well with these? What if we made stereotypical Asian jokes? Would Shang-Chi be completely, Simu Liu, would Simu Liu be completely and totally okay with that? Somehow I don't think so. And you can see some of these comments. I saw this on X and wanted to go to the source, confirm it was real. When I was young, I never thought the world would get this openly creepy this fast. So inclusive and loving. LOL, this seems oddly specific. I'm glad to see that anti-white racism is alive and well at the Golden Globes. What was up with all the anti-white jokes that were going on last night? Well, that's the only type of racial joke you're allowed to tell in the entertainment industry at this point, so that's probably why. Woke comedy, best in the world. Putting down not only the entire white race, but people who struggle with alcoholism as well. And you saw some of the same responses over on social media. It's not even funny. There comes a point where white people won't accept this nonsense any longer. Hey, Simu Liu, Issa Rae, you guys are quite the regressive racist. I very much look forward to the day the majority of people abandon support for Hollywood. For the record, it's cool if white people use stereotypically insults towards Asian and black people. Yeah, seems fair. And that's kind of where I come from with this entire thing. First of all, the jokes are just lame. They're just not funny, right? It's more of just this cringe award show shit that is not funny that we've seen fall off over the last several years. But the reality is, if you want to go out there and tell white people jokes, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as everyone else is able to tell black people jokes and Asian people jokes and everything. And I think that should be the case. I think it should be fair game. But you know all the people in that room, people like Simu Liu, people, I don't really even know who Issa Rae is. I don't know much about her, to be honest, other than she was in the Barbie movie. So I'll go specifically with Simu Liu. You know this dude would be freaking the fuck out if somebody went out there and said shit like that about Asians. But as we see time after time, when it comes to woke Hollywood, when it comes to the entertainment industry, white people are the only ones that are fair game, and they put that on full display at the Golden Globes. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.